been waiting to get your loan, Maddie. I don't like to brag in front of the others, but I think you're going to be surprised at how this tour turns out. Might bring some fame your way. Help you out.
Are you implying, Monsieur Wilkes, that you intend to find the treasure this trip?
That's right.
You will have my full attention when you do.
You don't believe me? I got this theory, see?
Monsieur Wilkes, everyone has a theory.
Yeah, but they ain't got what I got. You can write that up and take it to the bank.
Really? And what do you have that is so unusual?
Why don't you come by my room tonight and find out? I got this big piece of equipment, see?
Oh, je comprends. However big your equipment, monsieur, I've no doubt seen something very much like it before. Besides, I probably have other plans.
I haven't seen that guy before. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Gabriel Knight.
Knight, eh? Wilkes is the name. John Wilkes.
Australian?
That's right. And you're a Yank.
If you mean American, yeah. But there are certain branches of my family tree that'd shoot you for that one. Are you with the tour?
Yeah, I'm with the tour. Look, I'm all for being friendly like, but my lunch is getting cold.
Oh, sure. We'll talk later. John Wilkes. He's with the tour. Is it just me, or is he eyeing Madeline the way a trucker eyes a Bud Light? Now me, I'd never be that obvious. Oh, baby, watching Madeline eat has its moments, but I probably have better things to do. Probably. Hey, Madeline, how's lunch?
Satisfactory, Monsieur Knight. Will you be dining, or are the prices here, kinda steep?
Oh, if I get hungry, I'll eat. Don't worry about it.
I will try not to, fret.
Real propane cooking. Yum. I make it a rule never to look at French food. It sometimes looks back.
Mr. Knight?
There you are, ladies. I greatly appreciate your understanding.
I'm sure you'll be able to repay us somehow, Mr. Barza, when the time comes. Move along now, Estelle. I really must rest.
Thank you, Mr. Bowser.
Oh, thank you, Miss Styles.
Room 29. Madeline's room. Oh, I'll have to remember that. Baza's in that room now. He switched with the girls from England. For some reason. This is my room. Mosley said his room number was 33, so I guess this one's his. God, how long can it take to dry those 3 or 4 strands of hair? It's Wilkes's room. The register shows an Italian named Bucchelli in this room. This was Emilio's room. Now those 2 British women have it. I'm not sure what I'd say if they came to the door. I just want you to know, you're doing a great job.
Oh, so many people forget to say the little words of kindness. Monsieur is too thoughtful.
Don't mention it. Tourist signs. Wouldn't want anybody getting lost. It's a big building, but I don't see any sign on it. It certainly isn't the church. That must be the church. There's some art above the door. There are some words written over the door. Don't look at me. They didn't teach Latin in the New Orleans school district.
Chi è colpevole di questo sacrilegio?
May I be of service, monsieur?
Par ce signe tu le vaincras? Could you tell me what is meant by this?
It means, by this sign shall you conquer it.
It. What is it? The proper phrase is par ce signe tu vaincras. By this sign shall you conquer, meaning naturally the sign of the cross.
I am aware that there's been a slight modification, yes.
To what end? What is the it to which the words refer?
Monsieur, the Abbé Arnaud designed this statue. What he meant by this, or by any of the decorations in the church, we can only surmise.
I see. If that is your answer, then you cannot be of service to me. Good day.
Monsieur?
And I thought that only American tourists were that rude. Hi, are you with the tour?
Si, signore. And who are you?
My name's Knight. My friend Mosley is on your tour.
Ah, I am Bucchelli, Vittorio Bucchelli.
Nice to meet you. How'd you like the tour so far?
I am enjoying it. Yes, thank you.
Did you get in late last night, Signor Bucchelli?
Signore. Yes, it was quite late.
Did you drive, or...
I took a train.
Oh, yeah? I came in last night by train. What train were you on?
From Naples.
Did you come to look for the treasure?
Treasure? Signori, please.
Oh, you don't think there is a treasure?
I would be very surprised.
Then how come you took the tour?
Well, the history of the area and the fable of the treasure, these interest one, no?
No, not really.
Then why are you here?
Oh, yeah, the history, sure. Do you know anything about the Holy Grail being around here?
The Grail is a story, nothing more.
So, what do you think of the church?
It isn't a church. They should make that clear.
It's not a church?
No, this parish was closed years ago. The building is a tourist attraction, nothing more.
Signore Bucchelli. Italian. I don't have anything else to say to him. It's a leaf and vine pattern. Sermon on the Mount, maybe? That's a confessional, but it looks like it hasn't been used since Vatican II. I don't think they're still taking customers. Nothing like a little satanic imagery to make a church feel cozy. Bucchelli says it means, "By this sign you shall conquer it." Wonder how he knows. What are they looking for? The last virgin in France? Those hand positions can also make a tilted square. Never noticed that when I took catechism classes. It's Jesus and John the Baptist. They look dusty. They're called pews. You sit in them. Saint Germain. Never heard of her. Maybe she's the saint of relativity. Get it? Germain. Relative. Oh, never mind. Saint Anthony the Hermit. There's a fun-loving guy. Stained glass. It's a bit too Victorian for my taste, but Gracie loves the stuff. It's a big pulpit kind of a thing. The Magdalene washing Jesus' feet. They just don't make women like that anymore. It's Joseph holding the infant Jesus. Madonna and Child. It's kind of a Catholic thing. Mary Magdalene in some kind of a cave, a skull, a book, and a cross made from a tree with living branches. There are those four angels again. St. Anthony of Padua. And there's a kid coming out of a book. Scary. Almost enough to make you never pick up a book again. Mary Magdalene. What a babe, huh? Saint Roach. Nice legs. Maybe he's the patron saint of Gillette. Never mind. I remember these Stations of the Cross from my catechism classes. This one shows Jesus with Pilate. Jesus carrying the cross. Jesus falls for the first time. They didn't wear much in those days, did they? Jesus and some women. Magdalene's probably one of them. Still on the way to the crucifixion. From the dark depths of my early religious training, I seem to remember something about Veronica and a veil. He falls again, or something. Father O'Brien would be ashamed at my memory. Jesus with some more women. No, don't remember who. I think this one is Jesus falling for the third time. The soldiers take Jesus' clothes and throw dice for him. I remember that one. These really remind me of Gran. I should give her a call as soon as we get back to Rittersburg. He's being crucified. I never did like these things, even way back when. Creeps me out. Then again, I suppose that's the point. He's removed from the cross. Jesus is taken to the tomb. That must be the Abbé's office. Maybe I should just talk to the guy at the desk. He looks like a math teacher I had once, which explains why I never liked math. Hey, how are you? The name's Knight.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Are you the priest here, or...
People call me the Abbé, yes. The name's Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud.
This is quite a place. I haven't seen many churches this, colorful.
I assure you, it is unique. Saint Mary Magdalene's is quite ancient, but Abbé Saunière restored it in the 1890s. It is his spirit you see around you.
Ah, nice. You don't see churches dedicated to Mary Magdalene very often.
Ah, but the Magdalene cult was quite strong in the old days, particularly in this part of the world.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
The Magdalene journeyed to the south of France after the death of Jesus. She lived here for many years. In fact, you can visit her remains at a church near Marseille.
Ah, I had no idea. What do you mean by the Magdalene cult?
A cult of devotion. It's still quite strong in this area, despite the best efforts of the Catholic Church. Did you know that most of the famous Black Madonna images were not images of the Virgin Mary at all, but of the Magdalene? The church wanted to downplay the role of Mary Magdalene, so they called her a prostitute and insisted that all the Black Madonnas were really the Virgin Mary.
But the Black Madonnas usually show a mother and child, don't they? If the woman's Mary Magdalene, who's the child?
Excellent question, Mr. Knight.
Do you think that there's a treasure around here?
Of course there's a treasure, but it will not be found by just anyone. Let those who have ears hear.
Right. The Holy Grail has been linked to this area, is that right?
The connection is nearly as old as the Grail legend itself. What have you read on the subject?
Not much. Arthurian legends aren't really my thing. But it's supposed to be a cup that contained the blood of Christ, isn't it?
A vessel that contains the blood of Christ, yes.
Do you think the Holy Grail is behind the treasure of Rennes-le-Château?
It is possible.
Do you know of anyone in this area that has a particular interest in the Grail?
Besides myself? No one that I can think of. Of course, the treasure seekers who visit the valley are often interested in the Grail.
Do you know much about the Templars?
I know the basic history. There are a few Templars buried in the cemetery, no. But, yes. I think I'll refer you to a young scholar staying in the house near the Château de Blanchefort. His name is Larry Chester. He says he's working on a Templar book.
Okay, thanks.
And let me know if he's helpful at all, will you?
Sure. Abbé Arnaud. Wonder what he did wrong to get stuck in a place like this. I don't want to wear out my welcome. Fuel for the flock. Trinkets for the Trinity. Hey, I got enough sins already, thanks. They got brochures, but they're in French. I don't read French. You got any of these in English?
Not at the moment, but I have some on order. If Monsieur would check back tomorrow.
Sure. He was in the church a minute ago. Maybe religious debate gives him an appetite. I just talked to him in the church. It's those two British chicks from the museum. Hi, ladies.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight?
How's lunch?
It's really quite good. Don't let the staff hear you say that. A bit of complaining keeps them on their toes. Lily, you know it's true, darling.
Thanks for the advice.
All right, you hairball. What are you really doing here? You didn't know anything about my trip.
I'll tell ya. Don't worry about it. What about you? Since when do you take European tours?
Hey, you don't know everything about me.
Apparently not.
Anyway, I was here first. So what's your excuse?
So, how'd you find out about this tour anyway?
I read about it in a travel magazine.
A travel magazine? Since when do you read travel magazines?
What? Like you're the only one that can go running off to Europe? I'm pretty cosmopolitan myself, you know.
Cosmopolitan is more like it.
Oh, ha. Why don't you go write some dialogue, smartass? Get it out of your system.
So, what about the treasure of Rennes-le-Château? You have a theory?
Not really.
Madeline says everybody has a theory.
Oh, that Madeline. Whew. Oh, what a babe, huh?
Yeah. Wait a minute. You never said what you think about the treasure. Is that why you came to find the treasure?
I don't know about that. Find out about it, maybe. Sure, it seemed like a lark.
But what do you...
Speaking of Madeline, now don't you just love that kind of tough girl thing she's got going? Man, whew.
I wasn't speaking about Madeline. I was talking about the treasure.
Oh, nice area though, isn't it?
Mose, do you know anything about the Holy Grail?
The Holy Grail? No, not really. Why? What do you know about the Holy Grail?
Me? Not much. Did you notice two men with a trunk when you came into town last night?
Wilkes and I were in the van on the drive up here. Neither of us had a trunk, though. And I didn't even see Baza and Bucchelli come in. What's this about, anyway?
Have you heard a baby crying since you've arrived?
A baby? What the hell are you talking about, Knight? I ain't heard no baby.
All right, this is what happened. A couple of weeks ago, Grace and I got this invitation in the mail. I was passed out for a while. I'm not even sure how long. When I got up, we were at the Ceusa station. The conductor saw the two men get off. They've got to be around here somewhere.
Wow, this is really interesting.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate it.
So what's all this about, vampires? Or did I hear something funny?
Nothing funny about it. The night visitors, Prince James calls them, but they take blood. Sounds like vampires to me.
Oh, you don't believe in that crap, do you?
Mose, you have no idea.
Well, the kidnappers are real enough. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna figure out what's going on, that's what. First of all, there's your tour group.
I think you're swinging at an empty plate there.
Y'all got in last night, didn't you? Maybe one of you was on that train. Or maybe someone in your little group is here for a handoff of the kid. It'd be the perfect cover story.
You're right. It's possible.
Or maybe not. Which is why I gotta go check out the area too, soon as I get some wheels.
So this is a real Schottenjäger case, huh? What's going on with that whole thing? And, what about Grace?
I'll tell you. Don't rush me.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Unfortunately, the poor guy looks exactly the same. Gracie's doing fine since you asked.
A bet. Huh? Come on. The two of you alone in the Alps.
We're not sleeping together.
What? Did he get chewed off in your last case or what?
Oh, I don't know. We've come close a couple of times, but I get all freaked out or something.
You're starting to worry me, bud.
Look, Gracie's a doll, but she's living with me. If I slept with her and then I changed my mind, what would I do? Throw her out?
Why don't you just marry her, Knight?
Oh, God.
I forgot. You're allergic.
Even if I did want to get married, I'm not sure it would be Gracie. She's like a chair, you know? Say you see this really great chair, and you like the chair, and your mother likes the chair, and everyone says you should buy the chair, but you know that if you take it home, everything else would have to go. You know, like the chair is Louis XIV, and the rest of your place is IKEA.
Well, bud, I hate to say it, but you better start cooking or get out of the kitchen. 'Cause you keep farting around, and somebody might just beat you to it.
About this Schottenjäger thing. You know, we had that big case last year.
Yeah, I seen your book, The Brutal Beast. God, what a sick freaking mind you got.
Yeah. Anyway, since then, Grace and Gerda have been getting all organized on me. Gracie even did this computer program called Sydney. It's supposed to help when we're in the field. Of course, I'll never use it, but I can't tell her that.
Uh-huh. And I've noticed you're looking a little toned there, huh? Huh?
Yeah, I've been working out. Grace says I need to be in shape to chase the bad guys. I point to you as an example in the contrary. Then she points out that you never get the bad guys.
Oh, ha. Glad to see you haven't lost your butt-stupid sense of humor. So, did you ever find out how your family got into this whole thing in the first place?
No, the journals go way back to 900 AD, and it looks like it was an old family tradition even then. I don't know. Grace found a few other groups of shadow hunters, and they seem pretty decent. There's a whole ashram in India where they train monks for this kind of thing. Grace has been bugging me about going.
Why don't you?
Shit. I'm not a Lost Horizons kind of guy.
I see what you mean. Well, no point getting all serious about it.
Screw you, mostly. Now, you didn't see the kidnappers in the area last night, did you?
Now, the guys you saw on the train both had long hair pulled back in ponytails, and they had this trunk with air holes. Nope, haven't seen anything like that since I got here.
Have you heard a baby crying since you've arrived?
Nah, bud, I ain't heard one, I ain't seen one. Sorry.
I can't think of anything to talk to Mose about at the moment. Gosh, you can sit at that desk and write. You can write, can't you?
Go to hell.
Hi, I'm Mosley. Wanna, come back to my room? Duh. Mosley's executive suite. Mosley must be up to something if he's carrying around his briefcase. Ooh, I don't want to see Mosley's briefs. Looks like something Mosley would put up at home, too. Now that's what I miss about living alone. Pure, unrepentant sloth. Cleanest spot in the room. Yeah, some rustic scene. Yeah, some wet, rustic scene. Is it just me, or is there something vaguely obscene about that thing? God, is he still wearing that gold blazer? I can't believe it hasn't fallen to shreds by now. Must be all those tough polyester fibers. I thought I smelled something. They're not in my size, color, or decade. Mosley's obviously not using that closet. If it was shorter, he could set his B on it. From the look of the floor, I seriously doubt there's anything in the closet. You heard of girl movies? That's a girl painting. What is it with me and trunks lately? It's probably empty. I think the hotel's storing it here to get it out of the way. Besides, it doesn't look like the one on the train. J.C. Penney Special from high school. Please don't make me. Hey, the man's a pig. What can I say? Ugh, that's what maids are for. That's probably the bathroom in there. I don't think Mose would appreciate me poking around his bathroom, even if I could stomach it. I'm gonna take off. You want to look around with me this afternoon?
This afternoon? Nah, I got some things to do.
What could you have to do? You're on vacation.
I brought some work with me. Yeah, you know, a cop's work is never done.
Never started even.
Oh, by the way, would you mind not mentioning to anyone that I'm a cop?
What?
People just get kind of weird. You know, I want to be an average Joe for once. Come on.
Mose, I've got news for you. You can't get any more average.
Not.
All right. Mum's the word.
Thanks. I'll see you around?
Yeah. See ya. Guess Emilio was thirsty. Looks like the moped shop is open. Yee-haw! Great! They're open. Hey, how you doing? I want to rent a bike.
Oui. Your passport, please. Monsieur Knight, you are not with the tour group? I do not see you on my list.
Nope, I'm on my own.
Ah, I am sorry, monsieur, but most of my fleet is reserved for the tour group.
What?
I have one little bike left, monsieur, but she is nothing grand. I show you. Here she is.
This piece of crap? Oh, come on. I was kind of hoping for this baby. Ooh, what is this, a WW2 Army issue?
Oui, but the tour group reservations were made first. It is this little bike, monsieur, or nothing.
Well, who gets the Harley?
Whoever chooses it first, monsieur. If none of the others want the large bike, you may have it.
Oh, yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Well, let me know what you decide.
That guy is seriously ruining my day. I'm not gonna be able to charm my way into that Harley. I'll have to think of something else. I don't have a gun. It's a reservation list for the bikes. I'm not on it. Well, I'm not on the reservation list, but I know someone who is. Man, I really want that bike. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I noticed y'all moving suitcases around upstairs. Was there a problem with your room?
Oh, my, yes.
But that wasn't why we moved, Lily.
No?
Mr. Barza kindly offered to exchange with us.
He's a Muslim, you see, wanting to be facing east and all that. Well, Estelle and I are very much in favour of supporting the cultural differences between us, aren't we, darling?
Yes, Lily. And it's a much nicer room. It's larger and has a balcony.
Of course, I do appreciate the sacrifice. But then there are two of us and only one of Mr. Barza. And I'm sure he's used to stuffier quarters. Middle Easterners so often are, you see.
Yeah, I've heard that. They're busy map gazing.
Now what is it, Knight?
That jacket is about as moosely as you can get. Color me paranoid, but I think he'd get a bit suspicious if I took it in front of him. Say, you got a passport, Mose?
Right here, doofus. Why?
Oh, just want to make sure you keep it on you. You know what they say about hotel rooms in Europe?
No. What do they say?
Don't leave your passports in them.
Right. Well, Maddie already told us to keep 'em handy, but thanks so much for your concern.
Want one of these, Mose?
Sure. Thanks.
No problem, lard butt.
Well, or fat-free.
See ya.
Yeah, get out of here, you wanker.
I could, but maybe I should wait until Jean's elsewhere. If I could get him to stop somewhere for a minute, I might be able to, well, to do something.
Hey, doofus. Dog breath.
I better get out of here before Mount Everest returns. He's going down to the lobby. He looks confused, doesn't he? What a doofus. Mosley's passport. Unfortunately, I don't look a thing like him. That is, it's fortunate most of the time, but it's less than ideal at the moment. And some people think I give America a bad name. That looks like a private home. Yep, that house has a door, all right. I have no idea who lives there, but they probably have no interest in meeting me. Well, yes, I know it's hard to believe, but, you know, they're French. I don't want to look too hard. I might see something embarrassing in there. No problem. I'm sure the residents wouldn't mind. That's a small place. A black cat. How appropriate. That cat's got some major black fur going. I might be able to use some of that. You try to share a little human kindness, and what does it get you? That shed looks like it hasn't seen the light of day in a couple of years. Reminds me of a garage I had once. It's padlocked. I don't think I need to bust my way into that shed. It's probably just full of spider webs. The cat ran through there. Pretty tight squeeze, too. That's a tight squeeze, but the cat hasn't left any fur behind on those boards. He might, though, with a little help. It's a long piece of masking tape, still sticky, too. He doesn't look real thrilled to see me. I kinda like that squeezing through the hole bit. I wonder if I could get him to do it again. I can't get up there. Looks like Arnaud has a green thumb. The Abbé left his spritzer behind. Spritzer behind? It's for a worthy cause. Arnaud lives there. He sure has a taste for the morbid. It's the parsonage door. Yeah, I could bug him, but maybe I'll wait until he's out and about. Minimalistic gardening, kind of like my approach to relationships. And what exactly would I do with that? Shade for the dead. That is important. Damn, they really piled the cement on top of this one. There's a heart-shaped sign in the wall. Ici repose Mademoiselle Marie d'Arnaud. Died January 1953 at 85 years old. That's the grave of Marie d'Arnaud. These two graves have cement slabs poured over them. It's Saunier's grave. That must be Saunier himself. He's looking a little worse for wear. It's a cross. Can't see any writing on it or anything. Here's a newer one, relatively speaking. Duc de Reyes, 1700s. Abigail passed on in 1893. A few of these stones have a star on them. I can't read it. The letters have worn away. Poor Pierre. He was only 34. Of course, that's 238 in dog years. Gee, a pirate must be buried here. It says Jacques Girard, 1792 to 1861. Hey, I wonder if he could be the Jacques of Frere Jacques. Probably not. I can't read it. The letters have worn away. That window is in the Abbé's office. It's the back of the church. This one's 20th century. Louis Hoffet kicked it in 1964. Maxine Lafitte. She died in the 70s. Can't say I blame her. It worked! I think that'll pass for a black mustache, but it's not gonna stay on my lip without help, despite my intense animal magnetism. It's a black mustache. Sort of. It's crude, but it just might work. Somebody lost a hat. I suppose this hat might be useful after all. It's the hat from the museum's Lost and Found. I know what you're thinking, but I might need it. I'm not really a hat person myself. That's more like something Mosley would wear. It's Mosley's gold Caldwell Banker-style blazer. He's had this since the Saturday Night Fever premiere. The coat's a start, but if I really want to do a Mosley look, I'm gonna have to put some stuff with it. It's starting to come together. That outfit looks pathetically Mosley-like, but my face is still way too good-looking. Now that's a Mosley outfit. Tacky, touristy, moronic, it's perfect. If anybody sees me in this thing, I'll have to leave town immediately. That's better. The mustaches should help disguise the obvious disparity between his face and mine. Unfortunately for Mose, things aren't quite that simple in real life. No peeking. Hey, is this where y'all rent mopeds?
Oui. May I see your passport? Ah, Monsieur Mosley. Yes, I have a reservation for you. One moment. You may have any bike in the lot, monsieur.
I can? Heck, I guess I'll take this big old hog hair. How much is that?
100 francs a day.
Looks like we got us a deal.
There you are, monsieur. You pay when you return the bike.
Golly, thanks.
But wait, the tour group gets my special treasure chest package. You get the binoculars and the shovel with that.
Oh, great.
Best of luck, monsieur. If you strike it rich, you will remember poor little Bigot, will you not?
That's right, I will not. Thank you so much. Whew, man, the things I'll do for a decent back. Oh, I better put this stuff back before Mosley has a conniption.